All hands brace for impact. It is Friday night hockey time once again, and we're here at the Royal Cheese Arena with 4 games on tap tonight. Versus it'll be 4 teams actually, and each will play 2 games. So in our new
Yeah.
format here on Friday Night Hockey, I'm Winters with the One. I'm joined by Dr. Killinger, and good evening, man.
Good evening. It's another Friday night.
Yes, it is.
I believe that tonight's teams, right now, we're seeing Knights of Jerusalem and Leafs Suck, though all their
Yeah.
names are Tim Barrett.
Oh God, they are. Well, these are arguably the 2 best teams in the league right now, so this should
Mm-hmm.
be a good matchup. And they're wasting no time in getting into it. If you want to give us our lineups here.
All right. In blue, for the Knights of Jerusalem, we have Meatsail, Cloud, Zam, and Zod. I like that, Zam and Zod. And in red,
Yes.
for Leafs Sucks, we have Tim Barrett, Tim Barrett, Tim Barrett, and Tim Barrett.
Well, that makes our job either more difficult or much easier. I would say
Yep.
much easier, probably.
Yeah,
At Killinger
Tim Barrett makes past Tim Barrett. Yep. Mm-hmm.
We'll take all the help we can get tonight. And moving in the shot, oh, that's going to go across the crease and out. But here's one sent back through, and they're not going to be able to get back to this. Knights of Jerusalem coming off what has to be called, Killinger, a dominating performance this past week here on Friday Night Hockey.
Yes, one of the most dominating we've seen in a long time.
Yes, a dramatic change in fortunes for this team. They've had their ups and downs, but yeah, that had to be a career night for many of the players on KOG, and so now they're up against Leaf Sucks, of course, with their army of Tim Barrett sending one across. Tim Barrett to Tim Barrett, the deadly Tim Barrett to Tim Barrett connection does not get a result there, but it will be up to Tim Barrett to send it from long distance. And the save made by Meat Sale, who is between the pipes for KOG.
We cannot prove this is not just Tim Barrett doing a 4-way multi-box right now.
No, we can't. We absolutely can't. And again, with the long distance shot, that is going to go wide. And we'll probably see a lot more of that in HQML because there's only 4 players per team instead of 5. But here's one from just across the blue line that will go wide, and KOG will hold it in here, but only for a moment as Tim Barrett will get back to it, and they're going to chase him down here and again just send it back the other way. Meat Cell will leave it for Zam. He will be looking up the ice to Claude, the pass across to Zod. He may have some room here. No, it is knocked away, but and there's one rocketing back off one side of the rink to another and taking a favorable bounce and shot off the post. And that was a good opportunity there for KOG, but it will be Tim Barrett taking it once again here for Leaf Sucks, and they will send it down. Yeah, that could have been a wild one, man.
It went from one end of the arena to the other. Just boom, boom.
Here's one sent in slowly, and they're able to sneak it past. So Tim Barrett will send it back to Tim Barrett, who will dump it in here for Tim Barrett, and it'll be taking one across into the slot, and just a little too much extra on that one. And it's going to give Claude a chance to move this through. He's got room to shoot. What a save by Tim Barrett, who sends it up the stick and out. And they'll try to make a return shot here off the rebound. It will go back into the neutral zone. So, yeah, that was a good opportunity there. But, yeah, Claude had quite a performance last week as well.
Yeah. No, we're getting some love in chat here, I see.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Parabola's back, yeah.
The sound works? Okay, that is good.
Yeah, it seems to be working.
We like to provide sound along with these beautiful video images that you're seeing in super high definition from the Royal Cheese Arena on the fastest internet backbone in the world, Chicago, Illinois. And with a minute left, this could be a good chance here for Leaf Sucks. Beautiful shot across there, but not able to get it in. Bodied off the puck on the rebound, and here will be a chance for Knights of Jerusalem to push this in the other direction. Weaves his way through, and here it is. Will Claude get to it? Claude and Zaw is setting up and blocked. Saw that pass coming in and was able to take care of it. So big plays on each side of the puck. Long distance shot whacked away, knocked out of the air by Tim Barrett, and that was a pass. That was a pass, and Tim Barrett will feed Tim Barrett for the first goal of the game.
I thought that was good for a double, but yeah, it turned out to be a pass.
Oh, and so the first point of the game goes in spectacular fashion, and I don't know. Hopefully, they turned replays on. I didn't. So
I believe DVD's handling that. Hopefully.
okay, good. Either way, we got it here on video,
Yes.
and so that was the only goal of the first period. Remember, each of these teams will play a 2-game series tonight, as we have this one and then another series right after this. Earlier on the dark match, it was the Mighty Dicks prevailing over We Clean Now in the first game, 5-4. It went to overtime. The second game, We Clean Now had a bye last week, so they didn't know that it had moved to a 2-game format. So several of their players left, and so the forfeit will even out the series. It was a 1-1, and here's a shot save as trying to make it 2-0 here is this Leafs Sucks team. And this is our first chance to get a look at them, Killinger. They were in the off match last week. There are 3 of the best of 2 matches every week, and we televise the last 2 series. So we'll rotate around so you get to see all the stars of HQML Season 8.
Yeah, and I like the system, and so far I like these teams. Knights of Jerusalem's playing pretty much just as well as they did last week. But yeah, Leaf Sucks is definitely giving them a run for their money.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, the DVD said these could be the 2 best teams in the league right now that we're looking at. And here's a chance up front. Huge save there as he came out big to knock that one away. Puck's still bouncing, and several people taking a swing at it. And finally, we'll go back to Zam, who will handle the puck, getting it up to Claude. Tim Barrett taking it away. Zod holding it in, and again denied. Tim Barrett. It seems like Tim Barrett is everywhere on the ice tonight. Here's another chance. The shot going wide, and that will travel back around. So, yeah, this is Cryptic Sea's first-person hockey simulator, the greatest of its kind. It's called Hockey Question Mark. You can get it for free at hockeyquestionmark.com, and get it for free right there is Claude as he launches from downtown. We'll get the assist from Zod, but that was mostly just Claude firing from back at the other blue line, I think, to tie this thing up at 1. So, yeah, good to see a lot of the classic players coming back. Claude back in action. Ace Bulf has returned. I think Ace might have played some last week, and I called him Ape because I thought it was Ape, but it was actually Ace. But here's a shot off the post. Will get his own rebound. Doesn't make it, but Zam on the follow-up will put the biscuit in the basket and make it 2-1. Knights of Jerusalem will take the lead about halfway through regulation here. And we've got a very interesting game on our hands, as expected.
Yeah, it's Knights of Jerusalem here is getting a little bit more competition.
Yeah, if I do not remember who all is on this Leafs Sucks team officially, but from what I remember, there were some well-known veteran names on that team, and
like Tim
so Barrett. yeah, like Tim Barrett. Oh, but yeah, and yeah, we cannot disprove, as you said, that they're not all Tim Barrett playing from one account, but we'll see. Rejected back to center ice. They'll send it back through and tangled up in a couple of sticks there. We'll go back behind the net. And now here will be Claude. He will turn this one around and they'll dump it in for Zod to take into the corner. Quickly double teamed. He's going to send this around the boards to Claude. We'll see where he goes with this. Will he take it himself, or will he find somebody open here? We'll get taken away from the puck by Tim Barrett. Long pass coming in, and we'll let that go into the corner as we near the 1 minute mark of the second period. Tim Barrett across. Oh, that got knocked in by their own player. Oh,
those are painful to see.
Yes, especially when it's a game-tying goal such as that with 1 minute left in the second period. But Tim Barrett will take it any way he can, and here's one chopped down quickly as that was coming in from the right side. They will hold it in the zone as we go under a minute here, and now Claude, he will wait for Zod here to take this down. Shot safe made. Tim Barrett, he will pick this back up and leave it for Tim Barrett. Race for it. Here's Zam on the pickup, maybe. It's going to be Tim Barrett getting to it again. And with 30 seconds left, we're still tied. Lots of action in the neutral zone as both these teams are fighting for possession of the puck here. Each possession is very crucial as we head into this third period. We may end up with a tie heading into the third. I've learned not to call these too early, Collinger. You never know what might happen in this last second or so. But this time we're safe. Yeah, we'll go to the third, 2-2. So a good game to start things off here tonight. It's a holiday weekend here. We start out with Canada Day earlier in the week, and we're having America Day tomorrow with the 4th of July, the Independence Day, just like in the movie. And so, yeah, we're just carrying the celebration from earlier in the week on into this weekend, and this Friday Night Hockey is, of course, part of that. This is the second week of week 8, season 8.
Yeah.
We haven't quite made it to week 8 yet. Yeah, we're only a couple of weeks in. But, yes, we have made it to season 8, which is an amazing thing, really. Here's a chance off the backhander. He will go wide with this.
Kick Tim Bleasy stole my spot. I wonder really what would happen if I did type /kick Tim Barrett and there's 4 of them.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to do it. But I do wonder.
Oh, it's frightening, yes. But yeah, we speaking of Cryptic Sea, we learned a little bit more about Sub Rosa today. They had a Q&A. I was watching the VOD of that earlier. And they did give a shout out to Blood Dragon, best team in hockey.
Indeed. Never forget.
Yep, they're on the Memorial Cup that the champions each year get. Oh, and Claude! Knights of Girouxsalem positioning themselves for one of those championships this year, perhaps, if they can keep playing like they've been playing so far. And Claude putting another one through to take the lead for KOG. And yes, it has to be said that the additions to their lineup and the way they're playing now, just huge strides in changing throughout the course of their time here in HQML. But Tim Barrett on the move. Oh, blocked. And so KOG will get it back.
Heck of a deflection there. Mid-air deflection. I see Fictious is in chat. So hello, Fictious.
Oh, cool.
No, we're still not. We don't have Shrikes in hockey. Oh,
Zam! Maybe Shrikes elsewhere, though. We're definitely toying with things. There hasn't been much news in the FPSZ front, so maybe forced to make some. I don't know.
We'll see what the mid-air guys are up to sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, #React, the hot new arena shooter that everybody's talking about from Hell Legit Games, is going very smoothly. We'll be at the Screw Attack Gaming convention here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we will be in a booth 2 weeks from now. Actually, we'll probably be out, having some drinks or whatever after a full day in the booth a week from now, 2 weeks from now.
Yes, we'll have a lot more to tell you about hashtag Rect and tournaments coming up for that title and some of the changes that are being made, which are pretty cool, really. I think we're having fun playing it and making it, and hopefully other people will have as much fun playing it as we have so far, just testing it.
Mm-hmm. There'll also be
But this game's still pretty much in the hands of KOG. It's the first of two. They will play a back-to-back series here. But with a minute and a little bit extra left on the clock, they do have a 2-goal lead right now over this Leaf Sucks team. Will it be enough? Tim Barrett moving through. Shot, score! Oh, I don't mean to jinx it, but yes, they have pulled it to within one here. And will they have time? Well, they have plenty of time to even this one up.
for Tim Barrett, plenty of time.
For Tim Barrett, plenty of time, indeed, indeed. So, but here is Claude. He will get the puck loose. And no, that's Zod. The shot, the save. And Claude and Zod both there. They're trying to stuff one through and finish this thing off. They're not able to do so, though. This will go all the way back to Meat Sale, and he will immediately launch it back into the other end. 35 seconds left now for Tim Barrett and Leaf Sucks to try to make a comeback. First, they've got to get it out of their zone. Sent out now. Center ice and beyond. Followed in. Tim Barrett, Zam, there to pick it up. Which way will he go with this? He's got Zod. He's got Claude moving up. And he will go ahead and send this to center ice. Stopped 14 seconds. Can they get to it in time once again? No, taken away. Here is Claude on the move, sending it across and switching it up ice here, just eating time off the clock. Empty net shot wide. That's going to do it. 4-3. Game one will go to Knights of Girouxsalem, and they are on a big win streak right now, Killinger.
Yeah, wow, 3 in a row now.
And so DVD telling them, hey, there is a game two after this. So
yes.
Just so you know. And speaking of this game, I know that the modding has picked up quite a bit on this version of Hockey Question Mark. DVD and the gang have been experimenting with player collisions. And right now, you have to make saves just with a stick. But they have got a prototype working, and I think a dedicated server prototype working even, Killinger, where the goalie has almost full body collision, from what I understand. The top of the body, and then you can crouch because there's a 5-hole area. And so it's not an exact science, but if it works even partially well, it really could change how this game is played right now.
Yeah, and watching as people leave and come back and change names, and it's like the Tim Barretts may not be playing anymore. Tim has decided not to multi-box this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe, yeah. Well, they did say player authentication was coming for Sub Rosa. Who knows? Maybe they'll add it to hockey as well. Sometimes it can be not having player authentication can be a blessing sometimes, and at other times, very much a curse.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting underway here.
Yeah, I like this new format. Wasting no time.
Mm-hmm.
We have scheduled games now. People show up for them. It seems to be working well. I mean, we are only 2 weeks into the season, so it's hard to really get accurate data statistically over a period of time. But so far, I think very pleased with how things are going.
Yeah, it looks like our lineups have changed a little bit. So here in blue, again, for Knights of Girouxsalem, we have Cloud, Johnny Hockey, Defenseman Jerry, and K-Bomb. And in red, there's no more Tim Barrett, but you do have Liam Barrett, Kapanen, J.R. and Rizat.
Ah, okay. I believe Rizat is Taser spelled backwards.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to get up pretty early in the morning to get one past me, Kellinger. On
I
that, so.
can't remember if we settled on JR or Junior or JR Junior or it's a mystery.
Well, Claude, with people all over him, is going to start things off scoring wise for Knights of Girouxsalem. Defenseman Jerry coming in all the way from Scotland to get the assist on that one, and coming in at some ungodly hour in Scotland to come play with us tonight. Always a pleasure to see that. And this KOG team starting things off with a bang yet again. They seem to be really on a tear. Trying to go for the wraparound. It will go just shy of the line as they will try to regain this one at the blue line. Sent out now. I can't just say it's Tim Barrett anymore. So now we'll see a chance. Shot, score, Liam Barrett. We will. Oh man, that's a hell of a shot there. Is that Sweaty? Yes. So speaking of names we haven't called out in a while, that's very much like the one he scored the historic goal for Swag Squad that night here on Friday Night Hockey.
How could I almost forget about Swag Squad?
Yeah, no one will ever forget Swag Squad. Yes. Yeah, well, we've carved out quite a history here in HQML and Friday Night Hockey just over the last couple of years, Kellinger, for sure. And many memories of that. And here's Kapanen. Oh, he's going to put one top shelf and make it 2-1. Liam Barrett on the assist. And so now things starting to turn around a bit as Leaf Sucks bringing in some ringers as well as KOG. So not really ringers at this time of year, but both these teams have very deep squads as far as their bench and their lineup, and that's a good thing to see for all of these teams. And there's a shot that almost goes, as it looks like it hit a piece of the hardware. Cleared out now. KOG Taser holding it in. Shot off the wall. And defenseman Jerry will send it up. He'll be looking for Claude here. Taser coming in to get the block. And so now Leaf Sucks possibly on the move. No, held in. And they will send some people into the corner to try to retrieve this. And they do with the clear.
Oh, that was on target for a second there.
Yeah, we've learned to expect the unexpected here on Friday Night Hockey. So dumped back in. Liam Barrett checking in front. And they will go back behind the line for this. K-Bomb redirecting into the corner. And, set up in front beautifully as Kapanen will finish off the pass from Liam Barrett. And Kapanen with his second of the game. 3-1. And so this game coming out a little differently now. Leaf Sucks starting to make some statements on the ice.
Indeed, yeah. Getting ready to finish up the first period here. 3-1 so far. Expect the unexpected.
Hey, yep. Slowed up here. Chance. Oh, what a save as he got a stick on that. And now another one coming back in again. K-Bomb with the reject. Will send it out. And two huge stops between the pipes there for K-Bomb from KOG. "23 seconds now. Oh, that
Uh-oh.
one goes past everybody. And K-Bomb going for the clear. Held up, though. And now chased back down. Will Leaf Sucks be able to get to this? Circling. They'll send it back into the KOG zone, but that is going to do it for the first period. And so this game so far playing out a bit differently than the first one. KOG took a big win in the first, and this one has been, the pace has been dictated so far by the Leaf Sucks team here in red.
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising. After, I mean, the 3 back-to-back-to-back. Oh!
Oh! Big
Yep.
shot and score from Liam Barrett.
I'm just going to shut up. Yeah, surprising. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, both these teams highly touted coming in. So, and we're seeing them give us several different looks tonight already in these two games. And both teams have really showed moments of brilliance here. And right now it's been all about a big one there by Taser in traffic. He just took the perfect time while everybody's screened up and fires one through to make it 5-1.
Yeah, it's all about timing, right? DVD says, I blame Tim. Yeah, well, he's not here anymore, so we can all blame Tim.
Oh, it's good stuff either way, man. Here's a chance for KOG, and that will be sent back out. And Taser now on the move. He's got room to fire the backhand here, and he will.
Oh.
What a shot by Taser to make it 6-1. Liam Barrett has 3 assists here. This is big stuff.
Yeah. Putting on a clinic.
Yeah, we were just talking about the Knights of Girouxsalem win streak. It may be in danger of being snapped here by this Leaf Sucks team. And so, but yes, strong displays in both games so far. And KOG, can they pull some of these goals back? It's really been offensively about what a beautiful feed once again as Liam Barrett finds Kapanen in front. And the hat trick for Kapanen will make it 7-1. Leaf Sucks increasing their lead.
Yep.
Man, oh man.
Claude is not impressed.
This is the reverse of what their games have looked like up to this point in the season. But with time and space here, he's got room. And Claude taking matters into his own hands. He has both goals for KOG in this game, and he's added that second one here to make it 7-2. And it can, I don't know, the game has changed so much that it's hard to be just a one-man wrecking crew. You really have to have a good team effort the way the game is played currently in North America. So it's hard to just say, I'm just going to get in here and start scoring goals. But here they go. Here's Zam adding to it. And that's what you've got to do. He saw the opportunity coming in and just pushes it through. So Knights of Girouxsalem, is it a comeback just yet? They've got a couple in a row here as we near the 2-minute mark of the second. Plenty of time to draw even, but we'll see if they can. This is a very good Leaf Sucks team they are playing, as we've seen so far in this game too. And they are setting up here at the face-off circle. The backhand coming through, save made, as he will knock this across to the far side and now sent out. And it will be held on to. Maybe we'll see where they go with this. Take it around. Double team is going to get him away from the puck. But he is going to get it back. And now turning, firing, that will go behind the net. And chased down in the opposite corner. They're doing a good job of holding the puck in, this Knights of Girouxsalem team. But finally it will be dug out. Liam Barrett Now sending across, beautifully fed once again, taking his time and
Oh,
firing, capping him with his fourth of the game. And that was beautiful. Just the momentary hesitation before he pulled the trigger, just to open up a little more room. That was a big, big play. And so now the Leaf Sucks team is still pouring it on with a minute left in the second period. And they've got it in the KOG zone again. Now finally sent out. It will be Claude chasing it down and getting the steal. And it's going to be a race to get back to the net. Oh, he's going to go ahead and, he's taking the long way around here. It looked like he was probably trying to set up a teammate in front. But this Leaf Sucks defense will catch up with him and send it back to the KOG end of the rink. 30 seconds now in the second. An 8-3 lead still by the team in red. Leaf Sucks. Here they go. Moving one through again. And puck now loose. And a chance possibly for KOG's. Got to hold on to it here to get it out. And does. But it's dropped to Sammy. We'll see where he goes with this. The backhand coming in, shot wide to the left. And now he'll send it across. A couple of people in front there to get a block. And that will do it for the second period. A wild inning. And I suspect the third will be more of the same.
And the trash talking continues on in chat.
Of course. Well, a full 5 minutes left, and off the draw, here's a chance. And he's going to be denied there, at least for the moment. There's Johnny Hockey, and a good feed. Here's Claude again. Trying to move it through. And maybe one extra move there. He was able to match with him and deny him there.
Just a little too fancy.
Claude had an incredible week last week. And, of course, who can forget while we're talking about historical moments, the night that Claude took on the Knights of Girouxsalem by himself before he was a member.
That is true.
1v4.
Said, yeah, forfeit? No, fuck that shit.
No, I'll play these guys myself.
Yeah, I will fight you, yeah.
He did a good job. He ended up, it was a losing effort, as I recall, but not by much. And now Johnny Hockey with a nice one there as he gets the backhand off a tough angle. And so KOG will get one back here and make it 8-4. And now with a chance again off the face-off. Beautifully done. Johnny Hockey to Claude, who will finish it and get the hat trick. And so, yeah, we were talking comeback, Killinger. I don't know. Here it is, 8-5, only down by 3. Yeah, can the Knights do it?
I'll say the C word when we're within a point or so.
Yeah. Yeah, and other C words, most likely. There's a long shot and a big save. Oh, sitting on the line there. We'll finally clear that out. Seemed to sit there for quite some time. But here's Kapanen. He's got room. Shoots and scores. His 5th of the game will make it 9-5. And, yeah, they needed to slow down this KOG team just a little bit, and that goal will certainly help them. So we're at the 3-minute mark of the third. They would like to preserve this lead. Up by 4, trying to add to it. Shot wide and chased back into the corner. Oh, just past him, slipping through both blue lines to the other end. And this will be Leaf Sucks playing it once again, and we'll see a little bit of slow play to kind of ease up the attack of KOG, most likely. But again, stolen. Pocket picked at center ice. Chance to move this in. Oh, the moves. Claude off the top of the crossbar and in. His 4th of the game. 3-goal deficit, 9-6. I don't know, man.
Yeah, 2 minutes left. Claude is certainly the reason have been as competitive as they have been this game, but 3 points in 2 minutes, it's a tall order. It's not impossible.
It's certainly not. As again, we look back over the storied history of Friday Night Hockey and HQML, but yes, can it be done tonight is the real question, especially when you've got passing
Oh,
like that and setups like that and a goal scorer like Kapanen who is there to finish off anything like that you feed to him. So they'll put him up in double digits, 10-6, looking to add to it here. Drop pass, empty net. Pushing it through is Sammy. Liam Bear with 7 assists, man. 11-6, and those 2 goals there are
yeah.
big. That may be the clincher
He's been
for
getting it
Leaf
to
Sucks.
Kapanen. Yeah, he's been passing it to Kapanen the whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've really got that connection working, and it's like basketball. If you can work that 2-man game, that give and go, we see so many of the best teams in the league. If you can get that kind of passing potency going, then you really have something. And it's really been apparent tonight in this final game of their 2 games. There's another chance that almost goes as we near the 1-minute mark. They're holding on to a 5-goal lead here. Knights of Jerusalem took the first, the second looking very much like a potential win for Leaf Sucks. So in both games or both matchups so far, we are seeing splits in the series. One team wins the first, another team wins the second.
Yeah, it's. But even so, the Knights of Jerusalem will probably be sitting at the top of the league. Ooh,
Oh, what a
big
save.
save. Be sitting at the top of the league with 3 points now, so they're doing all right.
Yeah, absolutely. I think both these teams are. As if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Leaf Sucks won both of their games last week as well. And trying to add to it here, Sammy will turn and burn, fire this
Oh.
one in, 12-6, his second of the game, and with 6 seconds left, I think it's time to put this one in stone, Killinger. Yes, it will be indeed a split series for these 2 teams. And so that leaves our second series of the night. Let's see who's playing. It's Utopic Unicorns, and they will be playing Montequest.
Yeah, 2 teams we saw last week. And we've got right around 20 minutes to burn. So yeah, we'll be doing a free skate, I guess.
Sure. Perfect timing.
Oh yeah. I see chat's been pretty active tonight. Not in game, but in the hitbox.
Yes, awesome. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. And don't forget, we put these up later on the YouTube. You can subscribe to us, IB and Casting on YouTube, and watch all of these games later on at any given time, video on demand. But yeah, we appreciate the live viewership. That's always an awesome thing. And, it is in English, for better or worse. You can say what you want about this cast, but one thing you can say for sure, it's pretty much in English.
Yeah, 99% of it, yeah, at least.
Yeah, we sometimes go outside of the boundaries of English, but, it's got to have a little variety. And don't say my name, is going to get one here. It's funny. And 2. That one looked just like
All right.
the other one. We're looking at a 2-on-1 here currently. But yeah, we'll start to see more people coming in if it was anything like last week. Just sort of gradually see people. The phantom goal now.
Great.
This
Three
is
v
like
2.
that bug in the 62 version. Well, not really a bug, where they would leave the server and then rejoin so that they could just pop in at center ice, and, like pass to themselves and stuff.
Yeah, all sorts of weird shit going on.
But yeah, a lot going on in the world of hockey question mark. LHL is beginning their playoffs, so that's a big thing over there. We casted some on Tuesday night and saw some fantastic games, and got a better look at what the playoffs are going to look like. So we've firmed up who the teams were going to be and who they're playing. And I believe that starts on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And I could very well be, because they're talking about having an all-star game this past Thursday. I'm not sure if they did that. There is talk of international competition coming up once again, as we'll get to see the teams from different countries playing each other. As of course, the Russians, the best in the world, they won the World Cup last time around. We'll be interested to see how they play and how these other teams from the world match up against them as we get into international play. Yet again, I'm very excited to see that happen. It didn't for the longest time, and then seeing it come together, in the spirit of Glasnost, I thought it was a wonderful thing. We still have
Yeah.
Glasnost, don't
Maybe on paper
we? Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, I was watching that Vice episode about how it's about to be the Cold War 2.0, and the saber rattling between the two countries. And it's like, well, it's funny. And in hockey, everybody's pretty cool with each other,
Yeah.
really. If we
Biggest
need to,
fights. The biggest fights they have is what's on.
yeah. Who's going to suffer a ping disadvantage? Yeah, that's as close to international politics as we get so far in hockey question marks. So maybe it's up to these young men and women to change history and bring the world together through hockey question mark, the first person hockey simulator from Cryptic Sea.
And Mephi says that hockey question mark will solve all international political problems. I think it has potential.
It does.
We
It
just
certainly does.
we just gotta get Vladimir Putin to play it and Barack Obama to play it, and there you go.
Hey, if Putin knew that the best hockey players in video hockey were from Russia, then he should be proud. He should pin some medals on those guys.
Politics question mark new game. Oh great.
Well, they do have an extra programmer at Cryptic Sea now. We'll see what they come up with. I'm interested to see what they do with Sub Rosa. I've been meaning to get back in and play some of that.
Yeah, I think they're talking about gearing up towards monthly releases, which will be exciting. They're gonna have things like helicopters.
Yeah, the helicopters sound fun. Also, you can run your own newspaper.
Or something?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
in the
don't know.
future someday?
With like obituaries of players that got killed in game and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did hear you talked about you could start your own private corporation or whatever, and that the big corporations could outsource contracts to you. Which I think was a interesting idea. I'm not sure how well it will be implemented, in game, or if it will play well when it is. But it's a very interesting idea.
Well, one thing I like about Cryptic Sea is that there's always a lot of ambition in these games. I mean, they even if they start out as just kind of let's goof around with physics type of experimental thing, then the scope of them grows. And so yeah, like a New Zero, I've been seeing some of his work on that. That has definitely grown from the game that we used to play, where it's just we're going around in the little boats shooting each other with spheres of some sort.
Yeah. New Zero has a lot of potential. It's I know I'm not alone in this, and I think Cryptic Sea feels the same way. If only things could move quicker. I want more.
Yeah,
But I'm patient.
absolutely. Yeah, and hopefully we'll hear more on Touring Car Legend too. We talk a lot about Touring Car Legend on here, but it's a cool little game. It's got so many awesome tracks now, and it's got they were prototyping the multiplayer, and it seemed to work pretty well. So once that's officially out in multiplayer, we'll definitely be racing in Touring Car Legends.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to that. I was who did like RC Pro Am? God,
Yes, the old Nintendo game. Yes, it's
yeah.
very reminiscent of that.
I'm trying to remember who did that, but
Duche shoots and scores 6-3 red team. Yeah, there is a game going on here.
indeed, yeah, we're not just reminiscing about old Nintendo games.
No, but that is fun to do, especially with games like, yeah, RC Pro Am was a lot of fun, and yeah, Touring Car Legend kind of scratches that itch in a
Yes, it's
lot of
very,
ways.
very evocative of. Yes, it's a good word.
Hmm.
But yeah, we're in
But
a.
yeah, it's a lot on the plate over at Cryptic City, so we wish them best of luck because we do enjoy the games. And hopefully, we'll see more development on this game. It has not been ruled out. And there was talk of doing some. I know that Alex works on it with Luke, and a lot of it is kind of limited by when Luke can be available to work on it. So hopefully, he's around sometime soon in the future. There is a different build of the game. And there's a goal. Evgeny Malkin will bank one in to make it 6-4 here. He's got a hat trick in our open
Mm-hmm.
skate. But yeah, hopefully we'll see some uh, stuff happening on the new version of Hockey Question Mark, which is a bit different from this one. But I don't know, man. With all the modding that's happening currently in this version we're looking at here, 55F, we're talking about it. It could make this version a viable community version for a long time if they're able to keep going at the rate they're going with some of the features they're able to put in just through modding of the game.
Yeah, and I'm always a fan of mods and modders and all that sort of effort to sort of extend a game beyond its original scope and give it some new life. And I wish them
Me
the best
too.
of luck. Only one way to find out where it goes.
Yep. And yeah, it's just been great to see the community. I don't know. There were times when I was not sure that, the community seemed a little shaky, but things are going pretty well now. And Drake doing pretty well there with his first goal of the game, make it 7-4 with about 2 minutes left in the second period of this. Right, there'll only be one open second sheet. No, and Drake with a second.
Ah,
After this game, though, we should be seeing the our nightcap series with
indeed.
the Utopic Unicorns, who, yeah, coming off a tough week last week as they bore the brunt of that KOG attack. As KOG just a very, very strong statement on the first week of HQML Season 8. They really took it to the Unicorns. So I'm sure they'll be looking to rebound from that and get a good result tonight. But Montequest, another team that would like to get some wins in the books. So we'll see how they do. I think that will be another pretty good matchup.
Yeah, I think both these teams have something to prove, so to speak. And I mean, Montequest because they're a brand new team, and you're a brand new team. You're always kind of hungry to show, what you can do. Oh,
Oh, and Duche.
And
from Slow Low and Downtown, 9-4.
another team, after the how badly they got beat up last week, I'm sure they're itching to prove that they're not down and out. That they can win some games too. So yeah, I think it should be a good matchup.
Yeah, and this is the second season of HQML for the Unicorns. Their first one, we saw steady progress across this all season long, and then they just ran into a brick wall as they hit that KOG team. They really had something to prove last week. So yeah, we'll see if they can get things back on track. They have a solid lineup. They're a couple of lines deep as far as their roster. So they've got a lot of weapons to use. And let's go. I think the first matchup. You don't want to say it's close when you're seeing big margins of victory like that, but each team traded a victory of a large margin. So you have to say in the series that in many ways it was very close.
Yeah, these teams are competitive. Yeah.
But this open skate 9-4, the red team really on top right now, but with nobody in the net, Montequest will make it 9-5.
Yep, and yeah, as a reminder, he's named because of a famous game that was played towards the end of last season, where Monty had his own sort of, bring it on
versus the world
I
moment.
will, I'll fight you all moment, and was helped out somewhat by some other players still, but yep, he had something to prove, and he proved it, and then he spun off and made it his own team out of it.
Yeah, and a couple of goals tacked on here to make it 9-6. And so, yeah, it's a 2v2 game. And so with these empty nets, Duche will get a hat trick. And so, yeah, this one will draw even closer. 9-7 is the current score. But yeah, when you don't have somebody in the net, it does open up the game somewhat on offense. Just like that. Oh, the bounce pass to himself. Not able to convert. And they're all going to have to chase this a long way because there's only two guys on each team.
Yeah, well, there's only a handful of minutes left here on the free skate, and we'll be getting on towards our nightcap, the second series of the night. Well, third series of the night. Second will be televised.
Yeah, if for those that didn't catch earlier, a split series in both of the games earlier, the dark match being split by the Mighty Ducks or Mighty Dicks, not the Mighty Ducks, the legendary Mighty Dicks who have been here since season 1, and they got a win tonight, as did We Clean Now in their first appearance so far in this season. They had a bye week the week before and lost to a forfeit here tonight. So will this third series end up in one of those 1-1 type of things? Montequest with a hat trick, bringing the blue team back to within one. So making things interesting here in the open skate in the final moments. Anyway, here's a long shot over the net. And now 3 players for the blue team. Will that extra man advantage be enough to tie things up here with 2.5 minutes left?
Yeah, everyone likes an underdog, right? So, of course, we're going to get a third player here on the blue team.
And Evgeny Malkin joining for the red team. So the advantage quickly squashed as the teams even out personnel-wise. But a chance. And the shot off the outside of the net. Oh, man, that would have been the tie goal. But now Evgeny Malkin loose past the blue line. Lots of room here. He's going to take his time, put it where he wants it, and make it 10-8. So high scoring stuff, close stuff here in the open skate. Here's one from way back. Drake is fourth.
Oh yeah, well neither team is really playing with a goalie, so my scores
So
is
shoot early, shoot off. Oh my goodness!
That
The
went
hammer
in and out.
from Montequest.
Oh man, ties are up here.
In the words of Warwich, it's a wham bam shazam. But shoveling one through is Nate to get the lead. I believe that's one of the hardest shots we've seen in this game. I mean, usually when you see one of those that kind of travels with a little extra on it, that they are flying up in the air. But that one into the net so hard it looked like it came out the other side. Always something new in this game, man.
Well, I do have to say that this game is turned out to be an exciting one here at the end. Hopefully it doesn't eat up too much time in overtime.
Here's a chance.
If that happens.
Stick in the face. He's just going to carry this through, though, and Duche will tie things up.
We may end up having to call this one a draw here if we run into our scheduled game time.
Go into triple overtime, man.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
I believe that, as you pointed out, with the absence of goalies, that is going to increase the chances of a winning goal being scored here dramatically. In fact, there's one. Oh, is it going to... just wide.
N-O.
So,
no.
With time running out, nope. We're going to go to overtime, and hopefully it's a quick overtime.
For a minute or two here, at least.
Yeah, yeah. We have to let this one play out to its inevitable conclusion.
Well, with no goalies, I have faith that it won't take horribly long.
No.
That's not a bad rule maybe to implement in the league. Sudden death, no goalies.
Then it's just whoever gets a chance to pull the trigger, just pull it. And we may see the blue team do that here. Duche with plenty of room to fire. Oh, just wide to the left. But it will be picked back up. He sends it back out to the blue line. And they will have to regather things as Duche takes it again. And he will send the pass across. Will he get to this? No. Broken up. And dunked back in. And something has to give. This red team getting in line here and playing some good defense there to get the stops, though. And now blue chasing it back. Duche carrying into his own goal. And now the teams are starting to show up and go, what the hell are we looking at here? Yes, as are we. It's been quite an open skate. And so now they will try to pursue this in. He gets it here. Will he be able to take a shot? It'll probably line him up in the slot. And that one blocked. And so now red team moving it back in. Here's a possible chance. He's past him. And this is going to do it. And don't say my name. We'll get the game winner in overtime. Just in time. So an unexpectedly exciting open skate will lead us into our last series of two for the night.
Indeed.
Let's see if the Utopic Unicorns are here. I see Nova Star is here.
Indeed, yeah. That's,
I think Nova Star was the only person to score a goal for Utopic Unicorns last time.
uh, yeah, I think you're correct.
It's his first ever goal in HQML. So congratulations to Nova Star. He will be hoping to build on that small victory tonight. Hopefully he's got a team with him here to play. Nina is here.
Yeah, so it looks like the free skates just continued here.
We're waiting.
Reset.
Yeah,
All
here's
right,
the
there
reset.
it is.
Yeah, let's see who they bring in. Again, thank everybody for joining us. 2 games left here tonight, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Looks like we've got 3 people on blue.
Yeah, that's all we need. 4 now.
There you go.
So maybe 4v3. And he's asking if their GM is here. I believe Blue Bonobi is their GM, and no, he is not here. We wondered if the holiday was going to affect attendance. I know a lot of people are traveling or out with their families or shooting off fireworks or whatever the hell people do on such a celebratory occasion. Nina
Yeah.
says we got 2.
Well, if they want to play with 2, we'll cast it.
He can, yeah. Under the very lax rules on these things for HQML, the Duche can play as a free agent if he wants. So have at least 3.
N8 really wants to play. Really bad.
Yeah, a good sign. But Montequest, yeah, they've got a full team out there, and so they are ready.
We got a little under 3 minutes here left in warm-up time.
Yeah, we'll see if they use all of that or if we get underway here. Duche has returned. And yes, it's looking like it will be a 4v3 affair. So Utopic Unicorns, coming off the 2 losses last week, will possibly be playing shorthanded tonight. Nate might play for him. We'll see. Always part of the fun here.
Yeah, we will see.
Yeah, we can do the lineups, I suppose.
Yeah, and in blue for Montequest, we have Giraffe Killer, Winter's Magical Voice, Montequest,
Oh, how nice.
and Tony Flo. And in red for the Utopic Unicorns, we have Nina, Duche, and Novastar. Novastar sounds like something would have named a car in the 70s. The Chevrolet Novastar.
Yes. Well, he'll be hoping to get some points on the board for this shorthanded UU team in red. And a breakout here. Duche will get to the puck first and fire. The save made. And a big stop there by Giraffe Killer for Montequest. Now puck being waved at, gets back on it. He's going to move this through. Nobody in the net. And winner's magical voice. Thank you. How nice. That will make it 1-0.
Yep, and they're already...
Whoever that is, Killjoy, I did not put them up to that.
I have no doubts.
And I must say, it's a refreshing change from some of the other tribute names that have had my handle in them that we've seen on Friday Night Hockey.
I will refrain.
Yes.
Yeah. Some of the more colorful ones.
Yes, yeah, they were involving color, yes. Among many other things. But yes, a much more chill atmosphere here tonight, and we appreciate that. For the holiday weekend, as, things have gotten better on that front, I think, for the game as well. And here's a chance again. The shot, the save! Duche will wave that one into the corner. And a big stop to keep Utopic Unicorns in this. Now moving back, Giraffe Killer handling the puck. But stolen and a block made.
All right.
So even shorthanded, the Unicorns doing a good job of moving the puck in on offense.
Yeah, they're going to need that.
Yep.
As John Madden says, the team that scores the most points generally wins the game.
Is the team that wins the game, yes. We have found that to be true over and over. You know, the scientific method, you have to test the hypothesis. And I think John Madden's words have gone from hypothesis to theory.
Yeah, that's a wise man, John Madden.
Yes, if only we had first-person football to rival the hockey that we're seeing here. Now there is the soccer football, the mod that was made for this. Speaking of modding, we haven't done that one in a while. But no, DVD and his and the guys are working on one. Oh, and a shot from downtown, Montequest. Oh. And that will make it 2-0. And now they will have a chance to get off the draw. The empty net coming in, shot wide. And will they be able to hold on to this? Montequest does the backhander off the post. But, swept off the line as they were coming in in a predatory fashion to follow that one through. But denied.
That would have been on the highlight reel. Yeah. Guaranteed.
Beautiful save here made by Giraffe Killer. As they will dislodge this puck, they'll have a chance to move it through again. Here's winner's magical voice. I feel very self-serving calling out their name, but there it is. Here's one sent through, and that one blocked. It will go over the net. Now back into the corner, trying to hold on to it here, Montequest. They do keep it in the zone, and it's finally drilled out. This will go back to the other end. And will Novastar get to it? No, puck coming through and again off the post. It's a race, and he's going to get there in time. Winner's magical voice. The second of the game. Giraffe Killer on the assist, and 3-0 the scoreline here with a minute left in the first period. The first game of two between these teams. Utopic Unicorns down a player and coming off a tough week in the week one. In game one tonight, it's equally tough going, it seems, so far.
Yeah, it has been a very interesting night of hockey, as most nights of hockey are.
Yeah, and I like this Utopic Unicorn team. They have a great attitude. They played against some teams that were well above their pay grade. I mean, guys, just veteran players in their first season, and did very well on the spin move.
Just showing off.
My goodness, Montequest. 4-0. But yeah, they always come up. They have just a great spirit about them, and They're very willing to bring in new people to the game, and I think it's a great franchise. But yeah, so far it's just been a lot of pain and suffering in these first few outings here in season 8. And just tonight, starting out no different, 4-0 Montequest with the lead. And part of that, we're talking about the UU and of course being down a player, but this Montequest team looks pretty good with their team play as well.
Yeah. I mean, in all fairness, the Unicorns are down a man.
Yes. Well, and Montequest was pretty good when it was just Monty. But now he's
Yeah,
got
well,
a full cast of characters back there to help him out. So that definitely adds to their improved chances in games like this. But here are the Unicorns trying to put something on the board. 4:20 left in the second. Puck loose. And he's going to send this wide and will not be able to get to that. Tony Flo will take it for Montequest, trying to send it up. Montequest is there, the empty net for the Unicorns, and he will try to flip one over the boards, but it is staying behind the net. And a couple of guys wave at that one, but are not able to connect. Now Giraffe Killer from his own face-off circle
there it
fires
is.
and scores! From the goalie position, Giraffe Killer makes it 5. He's had to. Sorry. Yeah, if you got the room to do it, you might as well. And here's one coming off the draw that will go wide. But again, this Montequest team there at the blue line to hold this in, and we'll go behind the net. And again, he tries to flip one across the board, and it worked this time, but not able to get a full shot on that. Now here's Duche. He will use the boards himself to move this through. Giraffe Killer coming out big to make the stop, and he'll send it back down. And will they have a chance to do something with this here? As Montequest has a couple of players in the vicinity, but Duche is going to move this back the other direction. He's set up well here, and but Giraffe Killer, he got in too close. And Giraffe Killer will swat this one out. And the rebound shot blocked. So the Unicorns, just trying to sneak one through from the side. But it will be Montequest's puck to work with now. They will dump and chase here as the puck goes back behind the red line now. And almost put one in a tough spot for him there. And it will be followed back up. And Tony Flo up and in. His first goal of the game will make it 6-0.
Wow, yeah.
If you're a Utopic Unicorns fan, this is not what you wanted to see early on here in this first game.
Yeah, only about halfway through, yeah. Which is good news and bad news. Good news, Unicorns have time to, oh, never mind. Montequest.
The hat trick. Oh, Giraffe Killer. Yeah, it's a fun night tonight, but even for the Unicorns, being down a player already puts you in a tough spot in this game. We found out, especially in 4v4 competition, and you make it 4v3, and you're just opening up so much of the ice. But here's one that's shoveled in. This is a chance. Is he going to get to it in time? He does. Nova Star, the MVP once again for Utopic Unicorns. He was the only player to score last week for UU, and he is, I believe that continues his streak of having scored in every week he's ever played in Friday Night Hockey, a club that only has a few members, Killinger. But Tony Flo clubs one in from close by to make it 8-1. So yes, an authoritative night so far for
Uh-oh.
Montequest, and almost another one there. As UU does keep it out once, now twice as it goes wide. So we near the end of the second period, a 7-goal lead for Montequest. Utopic Unicorns just trying to get some offense going, but first they got to get it out of their zone. Another shot just wide, but the pressure being applied by this Montequest team. There's a block, and now Utopic Unicorns will get a chance to start running this thing themselves as the dump down comes in. And that is Chase Nina there for it. 3 seconds, and the puck will travel along the boards to end the second period of game 1 of 2 tonight for between these two teams. It has been Montequest the story so far, 8-1 as we go to the third.
Yeah, that's another tough game here for the Unicorns. But hey, improvements, despite being 4v3.
Yeah, well, we talked about before. If you're going to have nights like this, you would rather have them at the beginning of the season, and so that gives you time to make adjustments, to see what kind of different lineups you can put out there, different chemistry you can try to generate, and try to change your fortunes in the latter part of the season, and at least try to squeeze into the playoffs. We have seen teams do it before, have a very slow start and then finish up very strong. So that is really all the Unicorns can hope to achieve. But they've still got a game tonight to try to
Oh yeah, we're not
reverse
done.
their fortunes as well as after this one's over. And there's always the slight chance. I never want to rule out the chance that they could come back in this game, but it is a 7-goal lead for Montequest and almost an own goal there. And Montequest himself will finish it off for his 4th of the game, their 9th, and an 8-goal lead, 9-1. So we are at the 3.5-minute mark of the third period, and yes, it is looking very much in the favor of Montequest right now. Nina in net. Try to stop the bleeding a little bit for Utopic Unicorns. Nina, a fantastic goalie. We've seen him play very well in LHL, and so now he's just trying to keep things from getting worse. Bowled over there in front to get the stop, and now the Unicorns will try again to just get this out of their end and into the opposite end, but
Oh
stolen
wow.
again, and an empty net here. Winner's magical voice there by himself and taking no chances. Just going to carry this one all the way in for the hat trick. The double-digit lead, 10-1, is your score. Well, actually, it's a 9-goal lead, but they've made it to double digits. Either way, it is a large margin of victory so far for Montequest.
Yeah, indeed. A big night for them so far.
Yeah, definitely a night that they can build on in positive ways. And we'll see if that continues in the second game tonight. We saw in that series earlier, each team kind of had their moment in the spotlight. Oh, the backhand chop!
Whoa.
And just some fantastic goals tonight from Montequest as an individual and as a team. And there's your double-digit lead, 11-1 at the 2-minute mark of the third period. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that this one is, again, looking very much like a win for them. His 6th goal now, 12-1. Man, oh man. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, straight through the camera.
Yeah, those always look cool on the cast. Yeah. And so here are the unicorns now, trying to add to their one goal there, but this one will go over the net and cleared out. So Nina will have to track this one behind his goal. And he will look up ice, but has to thread the needle past a couple of encroaching Montequest players. And now with some space, he's going to let one go, and that goes wide. He had Duche waiting on the doorstep there, and he will back check to try to get this back. But here is Montequest, 2-on-1 break. And the shot, the score, once again, Tony Flo. He likes to let him go in off that crossbar, the tap. And the wrist shot will make it 13-1 and 14-1. Winner's magical voice, 4 goals. And add 10 to that, and you've got a pretty wide margin for this Montequest team. And if one of the tiebreakers comes down to goals scored, this will help them immensely. Oh, that one. Tony Flo, finally, it was just a lot of stick waving in front and just sat there in the crease long enough for somebody to finally bury that one. 15-1. Here's Nova Star again in a good spot. Big save there by Giraffe Killer.
Oh, drift in.
Nova Star on the follow-up.
All right. See, it's an improvement for the Unicorns. 1 goal, 2 goals.
Yeah, that is, 100%. Yeah, so Nova Star scores 1 goal, and now he scores 2. So, yeah.
Yeah, the Unicorns have, between their last game and this game, have doubled their offensive power here, yes. Their offensive production.
Well, they say some people can look at a thorn bush and see the roses. Some people look at a rose bush and see the thorns. I think that is definitely seeing the roses. And so Nova Star with an incredible performance. And so that is a shining ray of hope for this Utopic Unicorn team. And it looks like they may have 4 for this second game of the night.
Yeah, they might have added Nate. Which is good. They definitely could use it.
Yeah, just having that extra player on the ice will definitely help as far as positioning, as far as having somebody full-time in the net. And so we await this second game to happen. So let's see what Montequest, what kind of lineups they're going to put out here in response.
We got a few minutes of warm up here. Kill some time.
Yeah, don't forget to check out the IBN YouTube. As we said, we are playing other games and stuff. I enjoyed our run through of 100% orange juice the other night. That's a surprisingly fun game.
Yeah, we should try and do more of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we absolutely will.
Yeah,
we've got several indie games on tap for those sorts of shenanigans. As the warm up time ends and we are ready to get underway. Looks like the lineups are pretty similar.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, in blue for Montequest, we have looks like an unchanged lineup here with Giraffe Killer, Winner's Magical Voice, Montequest, and Tony Flo. And in red for the Utopic Unicorns, we have the newcomer, Nate. And then as the last game, we have Nina, Duche, and Novastar.
Yep, and puck in the neutral zone. We'll see how the Utopic Unicorns respond here as they do have that extra player. But Montequest already moving things in. The shot, the big save there. As having a goalie definitely helps. So once again, another big save. That one coming in not as hard a shot, but still the kind of shot that would go in if they did not have somebody there playing the position. Now looking for another one. That one will be blocked, and this could be a chance. If he can get to this, he does. And again, taken away at the blue line as he was coming in. This Montequest team starting to tighten things up as there's a shot. Empty net at the moment as, that will be wide. Here's one coming through. Maybe. And, just shy of the crease. And the rebound. But again, snagged a stick and still loose. They've got to get to this and get it out. And they do.
Oh, almost like they planned that pass.
Yes. So, sent down. We'll take a poke at this one. It does not go. It will be held up here. He's going to have to turn around and get this. And does. Sends this up to Tony Flo. We'll get past his stick and taking down Nina now. Send it up to Duche. We'll whack this along the boards. And that frees him up a little bit, but he turned and faced a couple of Montequest players who are there to dig that one out. So this one, a little bit of a less torrid pace, which is good for the Utopic Unicorns because it's slowed things down and allowed them to kind of hold this Montequest team back a little bit. Here's one off the post. So they're getting their chances, but I don't know, Killinger. We've seen it time and time again. It's better to have a goalie and not need them than need a goalie and not have them.
Very true. Did John Madden ever say that? Sounds like something John Madden would say. Yeah, if he knew a damn thing about hockey.
Well, there was a hockey player named John Madden, but it was a different John Madden. But a collision here will loosen the puck, and now it will squirt back and through to the neutral zone. Dumped in again. Duche first on the scene with it. But stolen for a moment there. Montequest gets it back. And they will send this one back and forth in the neutral zone a little bit until Tony Flo gets the puck. Duche's going to get a steal here, but quickly removed from it. Here is the shot coming in, the save made. And will they get to this? Another huge save and swept off the line. And that is about as point blank a save as you can make. As that just kind of hung around there trying to go across the line for a point, but not able to do so. Giraffe Killer now clearing it out on the other side. 38 seconds left. Still no score in the first period, so already this game playing out a lot differently than the first game between these two teams. As expected when you have an extra player. 17 seconds, though, and Montequest trying to close things out with a goal here, and that one will travel well beyond the net. Chopped through, bouncing in front. 4 seconds, now cleared, and that will do it for the first period. A scoreless first period. So, yes, definitely looking better for the Unicorns in this final game tonight.
Yeah, almost makes you wonder why they didn't pick up Nate in the first round. But, it's in the past.
Yep. They would love to get a win here. It would be their first of the season. Love to split this series. But Montequest has 2 periods to try to finish them off. So now here they go. Second period underway. Puck is free and up and bouncing. So it will be the Unicorns coming away with this. Maybe he's going to try to just lob one through and maybe set one up in front. He is met by the keeper there. Giraffe Killer came out to play him. And now the collisions are starting to build up here. And Montequest coming away with the puck. It is Tony Flo again. He will shoot and off the side of the rink, or off the side of the post. It seems like the side of the rink. That whole side of the rink just kind of wide open for him there. But puck now loose again. We're seeing possession has been a lot different in this game. It's been a lot less real estate to work with for both these teams so far, and it's resulting in fewer goals being scored. Now here is Montequest, and again, getting in each other's way. Another collision between teammates. We'll send this all the way back to Giraffe Killer. He will send it to Montequest, who's on the other side of the ice, the empty side. And that was a good play to make, but it will go back. And now sent around again, looking for Duche. Puck squeezes through. It is belonging to Montequest again, maybe. No, loose again at center ice. Well, they get the dump in here. A couple of guys take shots at it and finally corralled by Tony Flo. He will go for the backhander here, blocked as it comes in. And so Utopic Unicorns will look for Nina here. Will he be able to get to the puck? He turns and fires it behind him. There's a couple of Montequest guys waiting for it, though. And so we're about halfway through regulation with nobody able to get one on the board here after a big scoring effort from Montequest in the game in which they did have a man advantage. But Utopic Unicorns starting to clamp down a little bit, and so that has changed how this second game is proceeding. But here are the Unicorns, and they've got room for a 2-on-1 break here. And moving it through. Oh, does he see him? Oh, 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 man. So a good opportunity there, but it's going to be Winter's Magical Voice on the other side, shooting and scoring as he was running out of angle on that far side. And he got a good pass and was able to put the first point on the board in the second game for Montequest. So, hey, man, at least it's not,
Yeah, it could be
7 or 8 to,
Yeah.
It's a 1-0 lead.
Bombs at B. All right. I'd like to think that whoever that is playing Counter-Strike and Hockey Question Mark at the same time and just got the chat windows mixed up.
I would not be surprised. And here's Montequest on the move again. The save made. And that one coming out. And here's Montequest again, taking it into their own zone and then looking for the dump and chase here. Unicorns do retain possession. And they will again switch things up to the opposite side. Here's a long shot that will travel beyond the goal. But they've got a chance here. He will send one off the boards and in front. And they're waiting on this to settle down. He's got room, shoots and scores! Beautifully played by Tony Flo. And he has been playing very well tonight. And he is there to convert that one into points, 2-0. Your scores, we get to the end of the second period. Shot chance for UU that will go over the net, and he was trying to get a follow-up shot. He will not. Montequest trying to get to this in time. Does not before time runs out. We'll go to the third period, and we'll see if they can hang on to this 2-0 lead or add to it much as they did in game one.
We got a very different game, though, overall. Very different game.
Yeah, and fun to watch. And all the games tonight have been very entertaining, and each has told its own story. But the story yet to be completed, the final chapter yet to be written, as Montequest trying to extend their lead here, going for the wraparound. UU gets the puck back. Triple teamed, though. That's going to be difficult to move through, and so this will go back. It's stolen, as again using the boards, the drop pass. They've got room and plenty of people in front. Oh! He tries to do the leaping screen, but the puck just flying over. And so now here's Duche trying to get one in, but it is saved by Giraffe Killer, who will dump this down. And so Nate will go back for it. So we're starting to see a little bit more of offensive rotation going for the Unicorns. They're going to have to keep doing that if they wish to try to make a contest out of this second game. Only down by 2. 3.5 minutes left to do something about it. And yeah, they're starting to look like they've got a little bit more of a coherent offensive style moving. But so does this Montequest team as they dump it back in. As we'll see a couple of guys move through. Montequest there to pick this up at the blue line. He just sort of tips it there and will be sent back. And now again, they've got open space on that left side. He's going to shoot it wide here, just shy of the crease. And again, we'll try to catch up to it. People in front. He's going to send in the beautiful pass off the toe of the skate. So that was a good opportunity there, but the score will stay at 2-0. Maybe here's a shot and off the post. Looked like he did get a piece of that in the goalie position. So we're at the halfway point of this third period, and both teams getting some chances, getting some looks, but it is still staying 2-0. And here's maybe a chance for Montequest. No, Utopic Unicorns on the steal, and they will get a chance to counterattack. Taking off the puck, got it back, sent it into their zone again. Giraffe Killer, will he come out to play this? Winner's Magical Voice will carry it around and probably wait for his teammates to go further up where he will set them up for the pass. No, he's going to go ahead and fire this one, blocked with the high stick. The Unicorns there on defense. The chop shot will go wide and set up again. Another big save as Nate is able to get a couple of stops there. But he's going to have to make another one. He does, as Montequest has gotten several good chances at the net here and continue to do so. 1:27. All of this is taking time off the clock for the Unicorns. They need to get it back and start moving it on offense, or they're going to lose both games tonight, albeit this one a little bit closer than the first one, which was like 12-2 or something like that. So can they do it? Here's one sent back in. Under a minute now. Where will the Unicorns take this? Oh, they're going to have to get it out of their own zone. Again, Montequest all over the place And they are content to just hold it in here, eat time up off the clock. 42 seconds now. Sinning again, blue line, turning and firing as he fell, not able to get wood on that. So it will be the Unicorns puck again. And Giraffe Killer will come out all the way to play this and set up the pass. Montequest coming back, sitting it in front. Beautifully done. Winner's magical voice will convert the pass into the slot from Montequest. And I think that is going to do it. But a much more respectable effort from the Unicorns in this last game. And certainly they've got to be more happy with their performance in this last game of the night.
Definite improvement. Every game so far.
Every game, yeah. And Nova Star continues to be candidate for Rookie of the Year with his performances tonight and last week. We'll see how he does next week as we are back again with Friday Night Hockey, as I think that is our last game of the evening tonight, and we hope that you are going to have a great holiday weekend wherever you're at. Final thoughts, Killinger, before we get out of here?
No, it's a happy 4th of July if you celebrate that sort of thing. And yeah, it was a great night of hockey.
Yeah, fireworks on the ice and fireworks all across this great nation of ours as we head into the weekend. Want to thank everybody for joining us again. Follow us on IBN Casting on YouTube. Follow us at Twitter, IBN Casting, Winners with One, Doctor is Sin, and to let you know when we are back online with more shenanigans and fun. We'll definitely be back next Friday to bring you more of the action from HQML as Season 8 continues into its 3rd week. The first 2 have been a lot of fun, and we want to thank everybody who watches these things and adds to the fun by being here. We appreciate you very much. So from all of us here at the Independent Broadcast Network, I guess that is as good a place to end the festivities tonight as any, but they will continue. So definitely follow us and stay with us. We'll have more coming very soon. More announcements to make very soon. From all of us here at IBN, thank you once again. We'll see you next time. Good night.